Hello everybody, this is RJL518 welcoming you to Action PC Baseball featuring the 1986 New York Mets. Today is April 21, 1986. Welcome to Shea Stadium for tonight's game between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Mets. Larry McWilliams will start for Pittsburgh. He's made one start in the year with no decisions and an ERA of 4.7. This is his first start against the Mets. Rick Aguilera will be on the mound for the Mets today. He'll be making his first start of the year. 57 degrees, wind speed 11 miles per hour, left to right. So this is a game against the Pirates here at Shea Stadium. This was the only game the Mets played against the Pirates at this early part of the year because the next couple of games got rained out. So this is a one-game series against the Pirates as we're using the as-played schedule. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Pittsburgh. It'll have Reynolds batting first, Joe Orsulak batting second, Ray will bat third, Sid Bream batting fourth. We have Brown batting fifth, Tony Pena batting sixth, Morrison will bat seventh, Khalifa will bat eighth, and Larry McWilliams will bat ninth. Let's take a look defensively for the Mets. We have Keith Hernandez at first base, Tim Tuffle will get to play at second, Rafael Santana at short, Ray Knight at third, George Foster in left, Kevin Mitchell in center, and Darryl Strawberry in right, Carter behind the plate, and on the mound for the Mets will be Rick Aguilera. Rick Aguilera in 1986 had a 3.88 ERA, 10 wins, 7 losses. Respectable, in my opinion. Respectable as the fifth starter or spot starter for the Mets. So far in the replay, though, he had a rough outing when I brought him in for relief. 9.0 ERA. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, a walk, and struck out 2. So we'll see how he does now as a starter in this game. So it's a little on the cool side tonight, kind of nippy, but not too bad. So let's see how we go here in a one-game set against the Pirates. Leading off for Pittsburgh will be R.J. Reynolds. He's off to a good start in the replay, batting .419 with 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run. He's already got 6 RBIs. And he's also won a 6-game hitting streak. So let's see if the Mets can shut him down. Here's the pitch from Rick Aguilera. Reynolds grounds one right back to Aguilera, who throws him out at first, 1 down. And the next batter now will be Joe Orsulak. Orsulak, actually a pretty decent center fielder. He's 8 for 29 for the replay. He has 8 hits and a double, and he has an RBI. Here's the pitch from Aguilera, and he grounds one right. Orsulak grounds it back to Aguilera, who again makes another out. So that's the second out. Both plays made by Rick, and now we'll see Johnny Ray. Off to a good start for the Pirates, batting .407 with 2 doubles and 5 RBIs. He's off to a fine start so far for Pittsburgh. The Pirates, however, are off to a 2-6 start, but it's early in the season, so you never know what might happen here. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. Ray grounds one up the middle. Tuffle's got it, throws to first, and ends the inning right there. No score. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Mets. Kevin Mitchell will bat first, followed by Tuffle. Hernandez will bat third. Carter will bat fourth. Strawberry fifth. George Foster will bat sixth. Ray Knight seventh. Rafael Santana eighth. And Aguilera will bat ninth. Defensively for the Pirates, we have Sid Bream at first. Johnny Ray at second. Sam Khalifa at shortstop. Jim Morrison at third, R.J. Reynolds in left, Orsulak in center, Mike Brown in right, Tony Pena, good catcher, behind the plate, and on the mound for the Pirates is Larry McWilliams. McWilliams had, in 1986, not a great year, 5.15 ERA, 3 wins, 11 losses, and for the replay so far, no record with a 4.7 ERA. Leading off for the Mets will be Kevin Mitchell. He's 4 for 8 for the replay so far. Here's the pitch. And Mitchell draws a leadoff walk. So the Mets get a man on first early and will now bring up Tim Tuffle. Tuffle struggling early in the replay, 2 for 18. He does have a couple of RBIs. Mitchell not a threat to steal. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. Tuffle grounds one through the infield for a base hit. Send Mitchell to third? No. We'll keep him at second. And so the Mets start off with runners at first and second. And now we'll bring up Keith Hernandez. Hernandez, 11 for 28 for the replay. A double and a triple. He's got 5 RBIs. He's scored 6 times, batting .393. So he's off for a fine start for the Mets. McWilliams checks and deals at Pena, looking. We're just going to call a regular hit. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez laces one down the line. That's going to go into the corner. That's going to score a run. Tuffle will hold at third, but a run will score, and the Mets jump out to an early 1-0 lead. Hernandez with a double. That's a good way to start, as the Mets just know that against a team like the Pirates and a pitcher like McWilliams, you better get to them quickly. Here's Gary Carter. Carter, 5 for 28 for the replay, off to a slow start, batting only .179. He does have 2 home runs on the year, though. So let's see if Carter can bring home a couple of runs. There's the pitch from Larry McWilliams. Carter gets a base hit into center field. That'll score a Tuffle. Hernandez will hold at third, and the Mets jump out to a 2-0 lead. Now the batter is Strawberry. Strawberry, 10 of 31 for the replay so far. He only has 1 home run, but he's off to a pretty good start. Runners at first and third. Nobody out for the Mets. McWilliams there on the mound. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. And he's hit by the pitch. So Larry McWilliams for the Pirates off to a tough start so far. And so the bases are loaded. Nobody out. And here's Foster. Foster killing it early. Batting .429. He's got a 1.429 OPS. He's already got 2 home runs on the season. So Foster will come in, and with 1 swing in the bat can really do a job here. Bases loaded, no place to put him. Here's the pitch to Foster. Foster, it's a deep fly ball to left. Reynolds has got it. He's on the track. Hernandez will score on the sacrifice fly. Now 3-0 Mets. Ray Knight will come up to bat. He's batting 6 for 18 for the replay. He has 1 RBI. Carter on at second. Strawberry at first. We'll see if Knight can bring in a couple more. McWilliams checks and deals. There's the pitch to Knight. Knight hits one to center. Orsulak should get it. He's got it. And Carter will hold. It was a flat deep right center, but Carter will hold at second base. No need to test the arm. And now the batter is Santana. Santana off to a non-Santana-like start. He's batting .281 early. He's got 3 doubles and an RBI, so Santana not hitting like he did back then, but then again, it is early in the season. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. McWilliams looks to Pena for the sign. Here's the pitch to Santana. Santana grounds one to Khalifa. He should throw to first and get him, and that will retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Mets jump out in front, 3-0 on Pittsburgh. We go to the second. Baltimore and Cleveland just getting underway in the second inning in American League action. Rick Aguilera gets on the mound. Here's Sid Bream to bat for the Pirates. Bream batting a little struggling, 190 early in the replay, only 4 for 21. Aguilera checks the sign. Here's the pitch. Bream hits one, and he flips one's a diving stop by Tuffle. He flips to Santana. Santana throws to first, out. What a play! It was a harder ground ball up the middle, but Tuffle made the play. Flip to Santana, and Santana throws it out as a web gem. So that's 1 out, and the batter now is Mike Brown. Don't know much about him. 4 for 20 for the replay so far. Only batting .200. He batted .218 for the Pirates in '86. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. Brown popped it up. Looks like Tuffle's going to get it. 2 outs. And now Tony Pena. Tony Pena batted .288 in '86. A little bit slow so far, though. 6 for 30. Let's see if we can keep Pena off the base paths. Aguilera looking. Here's the pitch to Pena. Pena grounds one to Hernandez. He will take it himself, and that will end the inning. Nothing across after 1.5, bottom of the second. Here's Rick Aguilera, who'll lead it off for the Mets. Not a bad hitter. Batted 157 in 86, 8 for 51. He actually hit a couple of homers, so Aguilera is dangerous. Larry McWilliams looking at pitcher to pitcher. We'll see if Aguilera can get a hit. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. First strikeout from McWilliams, and top of the order now for the Mets in Mitchell. Mitchell gets it back in the batter's box. Mitchell walked his last time up. Here's the pitch to Kevin. Kevin hits one straightaway center. Orsolak makes the catch to retire him. 2 men now. And now Tim Tuffle, who's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. Tuffle grounds one to Khalifa. Should be routine. It is. And Khalifa throws to first to retire the side. Still 3-0 Mets. We go to the top of the third. Toronto leads Texas 1-0 in American League action. That's the second inning. Here's Jim Morrison for the Pirates. Morrison off to an average start, 269 average, 7 for 26. He has a homer. Let's see what. Let's have a look and see what Aguilera can do. Here's the pitch to Aguilera. Morrison flies one down to deep the left field line, and that is gone. Off the top of the wall and over the fence. Jim Morrison gets his second homer of the year, about 346 feet, and Pittsburgh is on the board, now 3-1. The batter now will be Sam Khalifa, batting 154, only 2 for 13 for the replay. Aguilera will settle down, got to get the job done. Here's the pitch to Khalifa. Khalifa hits one through the infield for a base hit. Foster fires it back in, and now the Pirates got something going. Larry McWilliams is the batter. He batted 138 for the regular season in 86. We'll bring the corners in, and here's the pitch to McWilliams. Lays down the bunt. Carter's got it. Throws to first, and that retires him. Khalifa goes over to the second base. You can tell it's been a long day, people. Here's R.J. Reynolds. Reynolds dangerous so far this year, batting 406. Khalifa on its second. Aguilera looks. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. And he walked it. Reynolds draws the base on balls, and now the batter is Orsolak. So suddenly, the Pirates have got something going on. So runners at first and second, and still only 1 out. Here's the pitch to Orsolak. And that's going to go a while. That's going to be a passed ball all the way to the backstop, and the bases are going to be loaded. A ball down low. Carter couldn't come up with it. And so Khalifa goes to third and Reynolds to second. So Aguilera in a bit of a jam. That wasn't his fault, though. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Orsolak. Struck him out. Big strikeout by Aguilera. It'll now bring up Johnny Ray. And they're going to intentionally put him on. Instead of batting to a guy who's batting 393 right now, you pitch to a guy who's 182, and that's Sid Breen, who's 4 for 22. Bases loaded. Top of the third. 3-1 Mets. But the Pirates are threatening. Aguilera gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Breen. Breen hits a fly ball to right, but Strawberry's got it, and the inning ends there. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Now 3-1 Mets as we go to the bottom of the third. Keith Hernandez will lead off for New York. Houston leading Atlanta 2-1 in National League action in the second inning out there. Good crowd here at Shea on a kind of a mild night here. Winds 11 miles an hour left to right. Hernandez steps in the batter's box. He's 1 for 1. He doubled off the wall. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez hits one right to Ray. 1 out. And now the batter is Carter. Carter also 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Carter. Carter hits a deep fly ball, and this one is caught by Orsolak, though. Deep to left center, but he put it away, 2 men down. And now we'll see Strawberry. Strawberry is hit by the pitch his last time up. McWilliams sets up. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. Strawberry laces one down the line. Foul. Now no balls and 2 strikes. McWilliams gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And Strawberry goes down. So a quick inning for the Pirates. At the end of 3, it's still 3-1 Mets. We go to the 4th. Mike Brown will lead it off for Pittsburgh. And Baltimore and Cleveland still scoreless in the 3rd. Let's see if Aguilera can have a better inning. Here's the pitch to Brown. Brown hits one straight away center field. Mitchell's got it. 1 out. 1 down. The batter now will be Pena. Pena 0 for 1. Aguilera looks at the sign. Here's the pitch to Tony Pena. Struck him out. Has to throw to first because the ball got past Carter, but he gets him out there. And that's the 2nd out. And that's the 2nd strikeout for Rick Aguilera. And now we'll see Jim Morrison. Morrison already has a home run. 1 for 1 with a homer to put the Pirates on the board. Morrison definitely a threat. Gets the sign. And here's the pitch to Morrison. Morrison struck him out, and again Carter can't find the ball and has to throw to first for the out, and he got him. Carter having a little bit of trouble behind the plate today, but he's getting him out at first and got the job done. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 3-1 Mets. George Foster will bat. Foster flied to very deep left. It was a sacrifice. It scored a run. Larry McWilliams on the mound, looking to make the play. Pena gives him the sign. Here's the pitch to Foster. And McWilliams gets the strikeout. That's the 3rd strikeout for Larry McWilliams. 1 out, and the batter is Knight, who's 0 for 1. Knight looking at McWilliams. Knight bats .381 against left-handed hitting. Let's see if he can get one here. Here's the pitch. Nope, that's another strikeout for Larry McWilliams. That's his 4th of the game. And he swung at a bad pitch. And now the batter is Santana, who's 0 for 1. McWilliams looking in the sign. Here's the pitch to Santana. Santana lifts one to center. Orsolak got it. Nothing across. 4 innings in the books. Still 3-1 Mets. As we go to the 5th, Sam Khalifa will bat. He was 1 for 1 his last time up. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. Khalifa. Khalifa grounds one foul. No balls, 2 strikes. He'll try again. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. And that's the 4th strikeout for Aguilera. It'll bring up McWilliams. McWilliams bunted a sacrifice last time. This is a chance. If you're Aguilera, you want to put the Pirates away quickly in this inning. Aguilera getting the sign from Carter. Here's the pitch. McWilliams grounds one to Tuffle. Routine play, and he got him. 2 men down now for Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 1. Getting in there, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to R.J. Reynolds from Aguilera. Reynolds hits one into left field. That's going to blooper. It's going to be a base hit. Foster will toss it back in. And a 2-out single by Reynolds. The batter now is Orsolak. Reynolds, 78% chance to steal. Orsolak 0 for 2. They'll try the pitch out. There goes Reynolds. The throw to second. They got him. They got him. Kind of knew the Pirates were going to try a steal on that play. And Carter fires down to second and gets him. And then's the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Still 3-1 Mets. Baltimore leading Cleveland 2-0 now in the fourth. Aguilera will lead off for New York. 0 for 1. Williams on the mound. Here's the pitch to Aguilera. Aguilera lifts one to left. Brown's got it. No, it looks like he dropped it. He's unable to hang on, and Aguilera is going to be safe at second on an error. If you're an outfielder, how do you drop a fly ball to the pitcher? Mike Brown unable to hang on, and Aguilera goes to second, so a big run is at second base, and now you got Mitchell up there. So let's see if the Mets can take advantage of it. Kevin Mitchell steps in the batter's box, and Williams gives Brown a stare, knowing it just cost him an out. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. Mitchell laces one up the center field. That's going to be a base hit. .48% chance they will hold Aguilera at third. So runners at first and third now for Tim Tuffle and nobody out. And McWilliams again gives Mike Brown a stare, kind of telling him, you need to get back on the bench. You know that, right? Tuffle is 1 for 2. Runners at first and third here in the fifth. Tuffle got a chance to bring in a big run. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. Tuffle laces one to center. Orsolak's got it. Aguilera's gonna try to score, and he will easily. Orsolak won't even bother throwing. It's now 4-1 Mets. I'll take a sacrifice fly as long as a run comes in. One down now for Hernandez. Mitchell still on at first. Hernandez steps in the batter's box. McWilliams looks at him. Here's the pitch to Keith. Pena's going to go talk to McWilliams. Now the pitch. Struck him out. He painted the outside corner. That's the fifth strikeout from McWilliams. That's a big one. And now the batter is Carter. Carter 1 for 2. He singled and he flied to very deep left center. Here's the pitch to Carter. Carter hits one to center, right back to McWilliams, who'll throw him out at first and end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. It's now 4-1 Mets as we go to the sixth. Joe Orsolak will lead it off for the Pirates. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Orsolak. Struck him out. Fifth strikeout for Aguilera. And now we'll see Johnny Ray, who's 0 for 1. Ray gets back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch to Ray. Ray hits one down the line. Great play by Hernandez. He will go ahead and take it himself as he makes the dive toward the line and gets it. That's a big out. And now there's 2 men away. And now here's Sid Bream, who's 0 for 2. Texas leading Toronto 3-2 in the 4th inning. I hope you guys don't mind if I go ahead and give the ticker. After all, you want to see what else is happening around the league in 1986. Bream at bat. He's 0 for 2. Aguilera pitching pretty well so far. Here's the pitch to Bream. Bream grounds one to Tuffle. He's got to hurry. Throws to first, and it is in time. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the set. Still 4-1 Mets. Darryl Strawberry will bat for the Metropolitans. He's 0 for 1. Could be McWilliams' last inning. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. Struck him out. Williams doing good at the plate. He's got 6 strikeouts today. The batter now is Foster. Foster 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to George. He strikes out. That's the 7th strikeout for McWilliams in the game. And now we'll see Ray Knight. Knight there looking at McWilliams. And here's the pitch. Knight grounds one to Ray. He should get it. He does. And Knight is retired. 6 complete. Mets 4. Pittsburgh 1. We go to the 7th. Mike Brown will bat for the Pirates. He's 0 for 2. And I know he wants to try to make up for that error, which pretty much cost the Pirates a run. Here's the pitch to Brown. Brown hits one to left. Foster is there. 1 out. Here's Tony Pena. He's 0 for 2. Aguilera looks at the signs. Here's the pitch to Pena. Pena hits one right back to Aguilera, who throws him out, and that's the 2nd out. Aguilera's made some plays today in the infield. The batter now is Jim Morrison, 1 for 2, but he did hit his 2nd home run of the year in today's game. Here's the pitch to Morrison. Morrison lifts one to left, but Foster will make the catch. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still 4-1 Mets. Rafael Santana will bat. McWilliams still on the mound. Here's the Santana 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Santana grounds one to Ray, who should get him at first, and he does. 1 out. Coming on to pitch now for the Pirates will be Bob Walk. Bob Walk had a 3.75 ERA in 86, 7 wins, 8 losses, 2 saves. He's pitched 3.1 innings so far, not giving up a run. He's given up 5 hits. His whip is 2.1, so he usually gives up 2 hits per inning he pitches. Rick Aguilera is the batter, and I'm going to keep him in there. Here's the pitch to Aguilera. Aguilera hits one right to Morrison, makes the catch. 2 down. And now Kevin Mitchell. Also, Bill Allman will take over in right field for Mike Brown as he takes over there. Mitchell in there, 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Walk. Mitchell bobbles a little dribbler, and it's going to be close, but he should be out there, and he does. Out. Nothing across. Still 4-1 Mets. We go to the 8th inning. Sam Khalifa will bat for Pittsburgh. They say Aguilera looks fine, and I agree with them. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. Khalifa lifts one to center. Mitchell going back, but he's got it. 1 out. Here's Bill Allman making his first appearance in the game today. Batting 3 for 12 for the replay so far. Cleveland leading Baltimore 3-2 in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Allman. Allman lifts one down the line to left. Foster going back, racing back, can't back on the track. It's off the wall, and Allman's going to have a stand-up double. So R.J. Reynolds will now come up to bat with a runner at 2nd. And the Pirates got something going here with 1 out in the 8th. Reynolds may be due for a big hit. R.J. Reynolds is a switch hitter, so it really doesn't matter where he bats from. Reynolds at the plate. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. Reynolds hits one to right. Strawberry's got it. Allman will not tag, and that's the 2nd out. And now the batter is Orsulak, who's 0 for 3. The Yankees leading Kansas City 4-0 in the 3rd. Aguilera towing the rubber. This is going to be his last inning, I'm sure. Orsulak in the batter's box. Looking. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. Struck him out. A great way for Aguilera to end the game. To end his, or I should say, end his inning. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still 4-1. Bob Walk on the mound for the Pirates. Here's Tim Tuffle. He'll lead off. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. Struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Walk. And now the batter is Hernandez, who's 1 for 3 with a double. And an RBI and a run scored. Hernandez gets in the batter's box. Walk looking in. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez hits one to Ray. Ray should be able to get him, and he does. That's the 2nd out. And now here's Carter. Had a rough day behind the plate, although he's batting 1 for 3 today. But a rough day behind the plate. He's had to throw out a few strikeouts at first. Carter looks at Walk. Here's the pitch to Carter. Carter grounds one to Morrison. Great play by Morrison. Just gets him. Throws across the infield and gets him out. Carter can't believe Morrison caught that, and I actually believe it. At the end of 8, it's Mets 4, Pittsburgh 1. We go to the 9th. The Mets are going to bring in Jesse Orozco to pitch to Johnny Ray, who hits lefties not as well as righties. Jesse Orozco, he's 0-1 with 2 saves. He's pitched 2.1 innings, 2.1, but he's given up 2.14. I'm probably just going to bring him in for the 2 batters, for Ray and Bream, and then bring in McDowell. But Orozco on the mound. Nope. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Mets trying to close this game against the Pirates. Here's the pitch from Orozco. Ray hits one right to Hernandez. Hernandez takes it himself and gets that first out. 1 down. And now we'll see Sid Bream. Bream bats lefties 224, so the Orozco will stay out of there. Stay in there. 1 man down. Bream at the batter's box. Orozco getting the sign. Here's the pitch. And we're going to see a pinch hitter, as the Pirates will bring in Mike Diaz. Diaz is 3 for 11. He batted 268 in 86. 3 for 11 for the replay so far. He hits left or righties pretty well. This one doesn't matter, so Orozco will stay in there. Orozco looking at the sign. Here's the pitch to Diaz. Struck him out! Big strikeout by Orozco. Bob Walk is now the scheduled batter, and I'm pretty sure we'll see a pinch hitter. And they will bring in Rafael Belliard. Belliard bats 246 against the lefties, 225 against the righties. You'd think I'd maybe go ahead and maybe bring in McDowell or something, but I think let's see if I can get Orozco to get out in the inning. Got a whole bunch of right-handers coming up anyway. Top of the 9th. 4-1 Mets, 2 outs. Here at Shea. Rafael Belliard pinch hitting for the Pirates. Orozco on the mound. Carter gives him the sign. Here's the pitch to Belliard. Belliard grounds one to Tuffle. Tuffle to Hernandez at first. That's the ball game. As the Mets pick up a win over the Pirates. What a beautiful gem pitch by Rick Aguilera. He only gave up 4 hits and 1 run. Aguilera was brilliant today. He was brilliant. He gets the win, goes to 1-0. Orozco picks up his 3rd save. Beautiful, well-pitched game by Aguilera. Only gave up the home run, but that was it. He only scattered 4 hits, had a very well, and lowered his ERA down to 2.7. Jesse Orozco gets the save. It's his 3rd of the year. Came in and did the job needed to do. Larry McWilliams takes the loss. He goes to 0-1. The Pirates drop to 2-7, and the Mets improve to 6-3. And take a look at the batting. Who am I going to give the golden bat to for the Mets? Kind of tough. Kind of tough to do it. I think maybe I'll give it to. I think I'll give it to Hernandez. Hernandez is one. I'll tell you the truth. McWilliams also pitched a gem. He just had some bad luck and a big error too. But I'll give it to Hernandez. He's 1 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, struck out once, but he had a double. Pretty much he scattered only 4 hits himself. So McWilliams did a good job today too. He actually did. Just the Mets just came out as the better team today. Well, everyone, that's it for Mets baseball. The Mets have a couple of days off coming up before they play again. I believe they're on the road again. I think they play against the Cardinals, but I'll take a look at that schedule, and we'll see. Matter of fact, why don't we take a look at it? So let's get out of here and see where the Mets are. And as you can see right now in the standings there, the Mets and Philadelphia are just tied right now at 6-3 in the National League East. They have a lot of baseball to play. Yes, the Los Angeles Dodgers lead the West at 9-5. The Oakland Athletics lead the West, American League West at 10-3, and the Cleveland Indians lead the East at 9-2. But there's your Boston Red Sox, only a game back. California's 4.5 back, who actually won that division. Houston Astros, it's a pretty big log jam right now. Remember how it goes, though. winning the division is good, but there are other ways to do this. So because I'm going ahead and improving the playoff abilities to make it more interesting, as I said, if you're the division winner, you do receive a bye, and the second and third place teams in the division will play a wild card series of best of 3. So, although I'm not using the 1986 playoff rules, we want to make it just a little bit more interesting, because I like the playoffs, and I think really there should be more teams in it. So, the top 3 teams in each division make the playoffs. The third place will play the second place, unless, of course, that one of those teams does not have a winning record. So if the team does not have a winning record, you cannot make the playoffs. As simple as that. You got to have a winning record and finish in the top 3. Well, everyone, that's it here from Mets baseball. The next game for the Mets. Let's take a look here at the. Let's have a look at the schedule here, shall we? Let's have a look here. Let's see. Let's have a look here. Got to be somewhere around here. I sometimes still learn where all this is here. Blah, 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 right? Let's see here. Boy, this is embarrassing. Yeah. Well, the next game for the Mets is April 24th, as they actually went on the road to play the St. Louis Cardinals. That's embarrassing. I got to find that schedule. But as I said, I'm still learning everything here, people. But I hope you enjoyed today's game. Once again, final score: Mets beat Pittsburgh 4-1. They actually finished the homestand with a 4-1 homestand. Not bad. There were a lot of rainouts for Pittsburgh. That's why the other 2 games didn't get played. So, or at least I think so. Although we are scheduled for Pittsburgh to play the Mets. Well, I don't know, people. Whatever. I'll see you next time for Mets baseball. Until then, this is RGL 518 signing off.